Okay, one of my viewers, as a matter of fact, I think it's a couple of them. One of my viewers, and I offhand don't know his name, and usually it's a dirt problem. So I brushed out. This was filthy. This inside coil I cannot see. Take the camera in here. You cannot see in here. You can feel it. I can feel it on the top of the coil. Now I sprayed, they said take a dishwashing liquid. I got it over there. Dawn dishwashing liquid and water, and I soaked it down good. Now I'm going to blast it. Now in here I use bleaching water because this is the inside and I don't think you want to get water in there. But on this coil we're okay. This was very dusty, and you know, I changed the filter, but this was really pretty bad. That damn knot in that damn hose. So the best thing I can do, because there's no way I can get this fan out, and it's late in the day, we should be safe hosing this because this is exposed to the outside. And the electrical is in here, so you don't want to get any water in here. So we'll just keep it all to the outside. I had, there's some kind of gook in here, but that's supposed to be there. I thought it was a nest, but it isn't. I got one like that on the other side too. So I guess it's some kind of a compound or something they put in here. So my concern was if I sprayed too hard in here, we don't have high water pressure anyway. Would it come through the other side? And I got my hand in there and I don't feel it coming through the other side. I hope this does it. It's probably worth a try. So what we're going to do now, we'll tip this up to get this water out of there. And I use this brush here on the fins, the soft bristle brush. Not yet. What I'm going to do is turn this around so I can get at the back of it, and I'm going to put it this way. And see if I can get in there. I don't feel anything coming through this coil here. Whether I go this way, and now I can feel the water coming through. So, got a jet here. I didn't want to do this while it was in that window because I didn't want water to come into the house. It makes sense that these things need to be running cool. I have no way of testing the capacitors. I don't have any equipment. I have that ESR meter, but that's not in the case yet. So now hold that, but don't push the trigger. I want to just reach in. See, it's very hard for me to feel the, you know, I gotta have my fingers straight in like this between the fan blades. So you really can't get in there. I can't get that brush in here to clean it because the fan won't allow me to get it in there. No, I can't get it in there. So I have to just use my fingers and feel it and hope that the hose takes it out. And I'm running my fingers over it. I'm kind of using my fingers back of my fingernails like this going over it to get the stuff out. Because tomorrow we're probably going to need this. Well, let's see if I can.
It's getting a nice clean shower, folks.
Now, from what I understand, there's not a problem with the starting capacitor because it starts out at 11 amps. And no problem starting. She starts right up perfectly. It just climbs as it runs longer. And it would make sense that would be crappy. I cleaned out a 5,000 BTU that Tommy had in his room last year. It wasn't done on camera. But that was a lot easier. I took the coil, everything was loose, and I just moved the coil out. I'm not going to mess around with this because I'm liable to break a line. But it didn't matter on that one because we replaced his air conditioner anyways, and I figured I'd play around with it and clean it out. But this one, we're not going to take chances and start messing around with something I don't really know what I'm doing. I can feel the water coming through the other side. But only a little bit. Now, if you look on the edge here, there's 3 sets of coils in here. So it probably is quite difficult for the water to get through with all the fins and everything.
Nice and clean.
All right, put this down here. We're going to tip this way. We don't want to knock it off the table.
Look at all that water coming out.
Yeah, well, we don't want that in the house, so we got to drain it good. Well, look at the stuff I just reached in and got out from the back of this inside of the back coil.
Ew.
The hot coil. I guess I call it the hot coil.
Looks like dust in there.
It's dirt.
Ew.
It is dirt, and there's a lot of it. But I'm not going to be able to get that out. I don't want to play around with it up in the air like that. I better get it down. I don't know. I'm in water here. Wet shoes. I'm going to try to take this cover off. It's got some Phillips screws in it. Maybe I can get down from the top, but I'm not going to go too far with this. I'll take this cover off of here and get a Phillips screwdriver. Go right back. Doing this because could be this might be the problem. But our first air conditioner we had is a Panasonic, and we bought it from a friend of ours. We had it for 22 years, and the compressor had a short in it, and it went up to 46 amps if you were through the breaker. I had since changed the breaker. People have been saying that you need to be on a good circuit, make sure the wiring isn't running hot. Wire's not running hot. It's a 20 amp 12.3 Romex with a genuine 20 amp breaker on a dedicated circuit and a genuine 20 amp outlet. Oh yeah, take a look in here. I don't know if you can see this. All right, now Now I can get my brush in there, I think. I'm not sure, because that fan is still in the way. I'm gonna get my good shirt all dirty. Don't get too close with that.
Don't want to get dirt in the lens.
You don't want to get dirt in the lens, and I don't want dirt in my face. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the dishwashing water combination in here. And we're gonna hose this. Now that I get this top off here, and all this crap in here, we're gonna hose it. Wouldn't it be wonderful if this took care of it? Took care of the problem.
That would be good.
That would save us $400, which we don't have.
You're getting me all wet.
Should I, YouTubers? Should I? Now we got to get this thing in. It's getting dark here. All right, let me just hold that. Just keep it down low. I want to put the light in there. I want to see if it's coming out clean. Now, it's not really as clean as I'd like it. If you go over here and get some pictures over here, it's like I may not be able to get it all out because the fan is in the way. But if I get 90% of this out, I think she'll be all right. There's no way I can get that fan out of there. I won't even try. The fan is solid, no loose bearings or anything.
I wonder how it gets dirty like that.
It pulls in dirt from in the house, and it gets dirt coming in from, most of this dirt is from going down through the outside vent on the top and on the sides. All right. Still can't feel it coming through here. I might not be able to get it perfect. It's getting dark. I was busy today and I wasn't going to do this, but when I read that comment, I figured, well, maybe I'll try it. Several others have said the same thing. A lot of them condemned the wiring, and it's a dedicated circuit that I put in myself. It's done to code. And it's done in 1998. 12.2 with ground. There's some of that dirt there. And so that's just 20 amp. But you shouldn't need a 20 amp circuit for this air conditioner. But that is what it has. Except for a 5,000 BTU air conditioner, every air conditioner, the one in the bed, all the bedroom, is a 6,000 or an 8,000, I think. That's quite old. It's on a 20 amp dedicated circuit also, but we don't use it that much.
It's getting dark out here already.
I know, I can't help it. We got to finish this because tomorrow's going to be warmer, and I'm sweating, going to be sweating and very uncomfortable and miserable, and you know, and I get a short fuse, and we don't want to have a short fuse because I got no patience when I'm hot. And the older I get, the more crankier I get when it's hot. And there's nothing worse than a cranky old goat. You know? When the goat is in a good mood, the goat gets silly and makes comedy videos. Which most of my viewers like. But with all this hot weather and everything, I haven't been in the mood to do very much. And it's very depressing when you can't keep your house cool. Because my wife and I, none of us can take the heat. And, you know, you gotta be comfortable. So let's see, take a look in there. Get over on the other side so they can see the back end of this coil. It's looking good. I can't get it all. I gotta take my fingers and go down, and then I'll hose it down. I can't get the brush in there. If I had a brush on a long handle and it was a very low profile brush, I could probably do it. But I got 90% of it off. So, because that AC you had in your room that wasn't cooling anymore was working. But I had taken it all apart. I had the whole back, the rear hot coil, I call it, because this is the one where disperses the heat. The one in the front gets the cold Freon, and this gets the hot Freon, I guess. I'm sure that the air conditioner experts, refrigeration, would probably say, wait a minute, old goat, that's not how it works. I don't claim to know everything. I don't claim to know everything. A lot of crap. No, my shoes are a mess, but I can't help it. I can only get to the corners where the fan isn't. I can't get my arm or hand down, only in the corners. So you got to be careful of this coil, because if you bang it or pinch it or something sharp hits it, you lose all your refrigerant. Then your air conditioner's junk. You just throw it out and recycle. You don't want to do that. Let's just leave that there. Getting very hard to walk around here. I don't want to lay it on the coil because the top support is not on there. So I'm just draining it out. See if I can. Oh, there's a lot of crap in there. There's a lot of crap in there. Not going to be able to get it all out, but I can get most of it. Give me the hose.
Look at that spinning around.
Well, other than a river here, I think we're getting there. Oh, cry me a river, cry me a river. There's a song by that name. Not one of my favorite songs, but I've heard it years ago. Anybody want to make a hamburger out of this stuff? can feel a little more water coming through, but not a lot. It's just a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to get this area over to this area. Because you got this here is like a baffle. It's preventing the dirt that's in here down at the bottom of the fan from coming through the other side. I could
11 minutes so
I'm going to try
far.
to turn this over on the side.
11 minutes so far.
Yeah, well, that's all right. That's why we do WBGA. It's a lot easier to edit instead of waiting hours. Don't like to do that. It's not probably good for the coil. But you got to flush it out. Flushed from the bathroom of your heart. I got you out of my system. Can't think of who did that. It was a comedy song. Can't think of one of the singers on Hee Haw, but offhand the name escapes me. I had that record.
It's getting harder to see now.
Yeah, I know. I think I don't dare turn it any more than this. Because
I think it's good and clean now.
you're okay. Can I take your word on that? All right, take the camera, shine down in there. Oh, I can. All right, you up? See how clean it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. All right, one more flushing on the.
It's like a river out here.
Yeah, that's why I say, cry me a river. All right, what I'm going to do is put the cover back on. I'll do that off camera. Dry it up and dump it over as much as I can to get, so the water don't go all over the house. We'll put it back into the sleeve over there, and we'll give you an update on this on a future video. Thank you for watching.